Why have I been active in East High Alumni Association and East High Foundation? I guess for the most part, if you get active in the Alumni Association, there is often a path to the Alumni Foundation. I got active because A, I had fun, and two, the amazing people you have an opportunity to meet and work with. And if it is just no more than going to the reunions and getting recharged and energized about some of the great things that East High School can do, I think that that's part of it. It's you gravitate to people you enjoy and people you like, and I have found that through all ages of East High School. And as a friend of mine who has since passed away, Dr. Dick Fuller, he always said that his grandkids couldn't go to East High School. It ended up that my kids did not get to go to East High School, but they all knew the East High song because every time we drove by Interstate 235 at the East 14th and East 15th Street exit, I sang it to them, and they pretty well know it now, and I doubt they know their high school song. My mom was also an East High alumni. She was one of 9 siblings who all went to East High School. And she grew up in the Depression, and she thoroughly believed in East High School. She believed in public education. We kind of knew it, but didn't know exactly what it meant. But her senior year, she was elected May Queen, and May Queen is kind of like prom queen today. And she certainly was not very in the right social circles or that type of thing, but she must have been well-liked by enough that she was elected what I call May Queen. And then when it came time for my father and her to build a house, he was a Lincoln graduate, there was no doubt what side of town the house was going to be built on.
I think the most important thing for me was the experience that I learned to walk with all types of people from all backgrounds, and to respect people from all backgrounds. And this has served me well, certainly in my life. You know, I guess I would say that I was always proud to be a graduate of East High School. And I hope this confirms that I have hoped that I have conducted my life in a way that would make East High School proud of me. Well, my message and my hope for the East High School student today is that I would certainly hope that they are aware of the contributions to society, that they would feel that they are as well equipped as we were to go out and contribute to Des Moines, the state of Iowa, the nation, and beyond. Because certainly when you look at the history of East High, and it's a rich history, many of the graduates have made significant contributions to our society.
I thought, this has been so wonderful. Not only have I lived at the best times, but I've helped 4 principals go downtown. They didn't just go someplace as a vice principal or something different. They went downtown to the administration office. And I was proud to give them a little push. Anyone going into East High, be active. Be active. There are lots of clubs, lots of sports. Were many things, drama, music. Be happy. Be happy every day. But learn a little bit as you go along the way. The first thing we tried to do, and Mark Clark was with me. He was my right arm, and we tried to get the first thing was get the mailing organized, and we worked very hard on that. And Gloria Hoffman also helped us a great deal. And but it was fun to do, and see all those names come across that you've known for years. We have a lot of hard work by a lot of people, and they continue to do so, and they're just like my kids. They promote East High School and anything going on there. Uh, I think that's the job we all do, is promote the school in many ways.
I noticed at a young age that I could somehow write. I thought I was fairly decent. My dad was a postal worker. My mom worked at the register. Patty's parents owned a drugstore, and I didn't have anything. So I decided, okay, I just started writing, and then I became co-editor of the Scroll when I was a senior, and that was kind of cool. So there was, like I said, I wasn't involved in athletics or anything, but I wrote about athletics when I was at East. So yeah, so that was cool. I've been at the Register since 1972. When I first started, for the first 12 or so years, I covered high school sports. That was right in the time when East High School girls had it going in basketball. Covering East High basketball, I figured out in my head that this is a way I can give back to East. The service of humanity thing. So I intentionally, I guess you'd say, slanted my coverage towards East High School. Did it anger some people? Sure it did. Not the East Siders, for gosh sakes, but people from various parts of town. Sure it did. Did it anger people from various parts in the state? Of course it did. Did I care? Not really. But it wasn't daily stories about East High School. But yeah, they were good. They were good, and they proved my point by winning a state tournament. We're really a cool part of town. We're really an eclectic part of town. We're a diverse part of town. So I wanted to try to bring a positive image back to the East Side, back to East High School. So I figured maybe I could do this through my fingers and through the eyes of the East High girls basketball team, and they were a pillar of strength, a pillar of you stand up for East High School. They were cool.
East High's activities and experiences shaped what I went on to do to be an educator. And when I became an educator at Johnston High School, there were only 312 students in our class. And that was 9th through 12th grade, and that was so small from the East High School I knew. And now Johnston has over 2,000 in 9th through 12th grade. So it's grown so many times. And while I've had the experience of teaching for 30 plus years in the district, it has grown and changed. But I took from East. The first thing that I was able to share with Johnston was Pride Night. We had Pride, and Pride always means, and still means to me, promote the real image desired at East. But in Johnston it means promote, respect, imagine, dragon, excellence. So that was one of those little things that had to be infused, because I found that there weren't traditions, and the things that I was used to as a Scarlet weren't at Johnston. Go and serve and not be afraid to lead, but be part of what's going on, and know that serving is part of that. You need to give back to the community, give back to that school. For the service of humanity must be East High, and that's just who I believe everybody that walks through the doors should know is important to do and give. Be aware of that motto. Be aware of what giving is about, and the service of humanity is so important, and that you grow so much more from what you can do with others, and being part of that is just a great example that East High can share with others.